Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konieczkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
I think you owe me one.
As far as I remember, you were the one who put me in the hands of the Ochrana.
And then I got you out of them, alive.
Do you want the long story or the short one?
Long. I've got time.
Quiet. So, a Jewish orphan, Sarah Rivkin, was born in the Austro-Hungarian partition. When the street decides to end her, fortune sends her help in the form of a popular psychic, Madame Samira. Samira adopts Sarah as her daughter, and they become inseparable. Madame Samira can see more than others. She's the one who made Sarah realize her thaumaturgist nature. But Madame also has enemies who can reach her in the safety of her house. Sarah knows she has to disappear if she wants to stay alive.
So you took her identity. I guess it wasn't too hard for a thaumaturge to act as a psychic.
Indeed.
Were you close with Madame?
Wouldn't you be close with someone who raised you?
Believe me, it's not so obvious to me.
It was Madame who taught me how to live, not the streets. She was unique. By adopting her name, I believe I saved her in a way. This is the least I can do to repay her.
Why did you decide to come here? With Madame's money, you could be anywhere.
Anywhere is neither worse nor better than here, but the gaze of Samira's assassins won't reach here.
Scowan's shackles do, however. How did you meet him?
You'll know when you deserve to.
Thank you for opening up to me.
Look out, I might start to like you.
Let me change this up.
Finally, how long can you pity yourself?
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
I think I was the perfect opportunity to get off Konieczkin's leash.
I wouldn't call it a leash, rather an entanglement.
Am I right?
Perhaps.
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
I just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good Feldchair, but he seems to be an experienced thaumaturge. And it's not easy for me, but I think I would trust him. Not that I have any choice.
I'll come back later.
Sure.
Did you manage to solve your healer's case?
I'm working on it.
I see.
Tell me how a Jew, a Tatar, and my father met.
Who first? Choose.
Tell me about my father.
I met Stanisław during the January uprising. He was still a bachelor then. We were in the same unit under Traugott.
Were there many thaumaturges fighting back then?
We didn't flash it around. Besides, we all bleed red. I used to be a frequent visitor to your house, but as time went by, less and less so.
Did something happen?
Just life. Stanisław focused on his family, and I focused on my practice.
What about Sofer?
The old rabbi was introduced to me by Stanisław. He was the one who sought to acquaint us with one another. Sofer was a powerful Kabbalist, and very respected in his community. He was the one who brought the golem into existence. I didn't get a chance to know him better, as he died shortly after casting that curse.
Do you think that summoning the golem might have been the cause?
No, it was the profusion of cookies he loved so much that killed him.
You treated Sofer. I found a prescription he wrote.
That's true. A hopeless case of an addiction to trivialities. Had we met sooner, he might still be alive.
Tell me about Horowitz's case. How did it impact the coterie?
He was actually the reason it started to fall apart. He was a socialist chemist who knew a lot. There was a risk he would be exposed.
So my father killed him.
Stanisław took the burden of that decision upon himself, reckoning with consequences. He knew the Jewish community would blame him, and Sofer couldn't defy the will of his people. That would compromise him and be the undoing of us all. Stanisław did us a favor. And to socialists as well, I guess.
I have some other questions.
You do?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm afraid your request is too broad. Ask me a more direct question.
Do you come from here?
You're asking if I was born in Warsaw? I only came here after the uprising. My family comes from Vilnius. But my heart beats the same as yours.
Tell me more about the Tatars.
My ancestors settled around Vilnius over 600 years ago. Since they were noblemen, we kept our own religion and traditions.
Are you all Muslims?
Are you all Catholics? Everyone lives by their heart. And that's the way it should be.
Who do you consider yourself to be?
A doctor.
I meant, who do you feel like?
A Tatar, a Pole, a servant of Allah. I am all of them. I like to believe that I'm a good man, too. I avoid labeling people, Victor. It leads nowhere.
When we first met, you tested me.
I had to know what kind of clay you're made of. Forgive the pun.
I have a feeling I didn't come across well in your eyes. I failed.
All is not lost. We are still talking, aren't we? And what did you think of me back then, if I may ask?
I must say you impressed me, especially considering the fact you look rather...
Old? Experience comes with age. Remember that. Remember also that kindness and gentleness have nothing to do with weakness. And that they cost nothing.
I have some...
Go ahead.
I have to go now.
May Allah guide you.
Intriguing.
Wasze dokumenty.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
What is it? Can't one take a walk anymore?
Niet. Not with that book. Documents. I won't say it again. Ryadovoy Streltsov. I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
No.
Niet? I'll teach you to respect the uniform. Visuma socially. A little patience and I would have dealt with it. What am I to do with them now?
You can finish them off. We'll have one less problem to worry about.
Wonderful idea. I won't take you up on it, though. I don't know what Rasputin sees in you. This is not a good time for thaumaturges. Skowron's put out a warrant on all of you. What are you doing here?
You'd better tell me what you're doing here. I don't think your being here is a coincidence.
There are no coincidences in Rasputin's plan. I was looking for you, and I found you. He needs you. Now.
What are Rasputin's plans? What does he need me for?
It's not for me to guess his intentions. You won't find him on Povonskovska anymore. Go to Povishle and find a brothel. There, among his lesser brothers and sisters, Rasputin puts his will into action.
The things people come up with.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
About what happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. But apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure we saved an innocent soul because God is with me. I have the power to heal. Time will tell, of course.
How did you get out of there?
What about you?
You didn't answer the question.
It's enough that God is watching over me. And now you.
It's a long and complex story.
I understand. It's good that you're here. That God guided you to me again.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. Good.
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadarzyńskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course, and a brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety and nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
Who can I expect to see at this supper?
It's difficult to mention everyone. My flock keeps growing, but people are different. Strong, wise, weak, dumb. Some stumble and never get back up. They will be missed today. I pray for their souls. What's important is that you came back.
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth and stand with me despite adversity. Bless you.
A discerning thaumaturge would notice that your supper resembles the Last Supper, the one from the Bible.
A supper like any other. There is a host, his guests, food, and drink. I believe this meal will not be my last.
That will do.
So, will you join us now?
Grigori, we have to talk.
That sounded serious. And one should sit down before discussing serious matters. Perhaps during supper. Will you join me?
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are?
Yes, I replied that I am defined by thaumaturge.
And I promised you all of the Empire's thaumaturgic knowledge. And it will be so. So help me God.
Can we talk now?
Your serious matter, of course.
I was approached by certain people. They want my help in reviving one of my father's concepts.
I understand. I know how much thaumaturgy means to you. What is it that you expect from me? Should I be afraid of something?
I have no interest in them and their requests. I didn't mean to hide anything from you.
I never even thought about it, my friend. Wait here. I left a rosary in the brothel. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? Oh, God. He's dead!
I'll get you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void? Where am I? Is this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you thaumaturges are crazy. And the teacher said, Victor, is the rat here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Cozy.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect. put me in an early grave. This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
I was wondering why you'd bother me again.
You needed me, so here I am. It is time for the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court? Barbarit.
Yes. A trial over the conscience of Viktor Shulsky.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience? Your twin sister. Despite not having your power, she was only ever kind to you in this cruel world. She was genuinely happy to have you come back to her. She was alone here, you know. That's very noble of you. But is there room for a caring sister in your plans for the future? I don't think so. Soon you will be left alone again. And in time, no one will remember you. Do you mean to say that you don't care? Supposedly, we only live as long as someone remembers us. After that, all traces of us disappear. Go on.
I'm not finished.
It's all right. We have all the time in the universe. You're a thaumaturge, as was your father, your grandfather, and your great-grandmother. You've always thought of yourself as better than others because of that. Are you sure? You can't hide anything from me.
I've never felt special because of who I am. My power also reminds me daily of the disappointment I felt after you disposed of me instead of protecting me.
Rubbish. I always understood you and did everything to protect us, at any cost. You're a fool if you still don't understand. Have you come down a peg now? Because Uper reminded you of what had happened.
We can end by saying that I realized how much I threatened the family at that time. And exile was not cruelty. It was mercy.
And the Black Grimoire? You always coveted it. And behold, according to the last will, it's yours. Do you think this means you've never meant anything? Have you changed your mind? Are you ashamed of your past glibness?
I guess it's not a crime to change your views, right?
Not at all. Go on.
It's not over.
Certainly. So, what's next? A clay colossus. A beautiful, destructive force.
The threat you visited upon us.
Yes. And do you understand why? Good. So you understand that every victory requires sacrifice. And the end only justifies the means. And so, you passed on the golem to another Temperomancer, correct?
I regret how the business with the golem ended.
You mean how you ended it? That's enough. Accusations and evidence have been presented, and witnesses as well as jurors have expressed their opinions. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
I want to hear the verdict.
What do you think the trial has revealed?
It showed me that I always followed my conscience, even if it wasn't always to my benefit.
And you think that's the way it should be?
Yes, a mature relationship with yourself is based on making compromises, not suppressing your conscience.
The verdict is not guilty. But your story does not end here. And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer?
What do you want to tell me?
That you can reach the world, following paths less trodden. But now, focus on what's in front of you. So? Why the coterie?
I believe that they are the answer to troubled times, and that they will be my rock.
So, you accept everything that was meant for you, and you will use it as you see fit. Are you happy with events taking this course?
Yes, I want this.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscience, or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with, you dolt. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
Will I ever see you again?
That's entirely up to you. You are in charge here.
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. You are Peter, a rock, and upon this rock I will build my church, and all the powers of hell shall not prevail against it. I don't remember how I ended up here. Is it possible that what happened near the brothel was just a dream? You're right. A dream wouldn't hurt like this. I have an idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden. I'll think about this later. Ligia?
Christ, don't sneak up on me like that. How do you feel?
You took care of me. Thank you.
Forget it, I wouldn't have managed it on my own. Grażynka helped me. Are you sure you don't want to rest some more?
Where is Grażynka?
She left to get some supplies. It's hard to buy anything now, but she left yesterday and still hasn't come back. Maybe she just had to hide somewhere and is waiting.
Is everything all right? You look concerned.
That's because I am. Whatever is happening on the streets right now, it scares me.
Is that why you unearthed Papa's musket? Does it still work?
Just now I thought I would find out. Before you woke up, they shot a man on our street. He crawled away somewhere, but he was bleeding so badly. The entire city has gone insane. The Governor General has closed the borders and isn't letting anyone leave. People have barricaded themselves in their homes.
Maybe the Russians are waiting for us to kill each other ourselves. And they may be right.
Only madmen roam the streets now.
I won't let you get hurt as long as I live. I promise.
In that case, I wonder how long it will last. Did you intend to inform me that you escaped from the Citadel?
I've just risen from the dead. Besides, I didn't want to bother you. At least until I came up with a solution.
And how is that going?
I'm considering a few options. Give me some time.
I'm just worried about you. Besides, I guess I'm most worried about Grażynka right now.
Did someone come here when I was asleep? Did we have any visitors?
Apart from myself, Uncle, and Grażynka, I didn't let anyone in. The streets are not safe. Why do you ask?
I found an unusual letter on the nightstand. About a garden of paradise.
What letter? The only garden that's being talked about now is the one at Dolinka Szwajcarska. The Tsar and his entourage are planning to have a garden party in a park there.
What is this party at Dolinka Szwajcarska?
The Tsar is celebrating his son's birthday.
Would you use the phrase garden in the east to describe Dolinka?
In the east? Dolinka is south of here. The only eastern thing about it is its guests.
I would never have thought of that. It makes sense. Thank you. Do you know if anything happened to the store?
I didn't even want to try to get in there to check. You shouldn't go there right now.
This chaos in the city. How long has it been going on?
3 days. Uncle brought you here, half dead, 3 days ago. Do you know what day it is?
Hold on.
The last day of summer.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you.
You have risen from the dead. That has to be enough for me. At least until Christmas. Grażynka.
I thought I'd find you in worse health. I see you once again managed to avoid the consequences of your decisions. I'm afraid I must put a stop to this. You are under arrest for taking part in a conspiracy against the Tsar and engaging in terrorism. You'll also be held accountable for escaping from the Citadel and for your active support of the Socialists, the enemies of the Empire. Your brother didn't bother to mention that, Miss Lygia? You'll be coming with us, Mr. Shulsky.
Try and force me, Chief.
Why do you torment our family? What are you hoping to get out of it? And how the hell did you get the keys to our house?
Dear Lygia, please try to understand that it was your brother who brought these dark clouds down upon your family. I'm just trying to disperse them without bloodshed. If you don't resist, I give you my word that no harm will come to your sister. Shall we?
No, Chief. We'll finish this here.
I didn't receive an invitation, so I decided to drop in on my own. After all, today is a Shulsky family holiday.
Mr. Niedziec, Warsaw will get rid of 2 pests today.
Wanna share any other fantasies? Don't worry about the broken window pane, Victor. I'll deduct it from the 5 rubles you still owe me.
I won't beg for mercy, if that's what you were hoping for.
I loaded my piece today. Just say the word, and the balding prick will lose the other half of his face.
Nyetjits, loyal to the end, like a dog, like his father. Are you going to let this mongrel deprive you of the pleasure? Will you leave my fresh corpse to your sister as a gift? Blood soaks into stone for many long years. A unique birthday gift. Yes, you're a born murderer after all. What are you waiting for?
I'm not waiting.
Victor.
What now?
There, we'll do some cleaning.
I'll fetch a shovel.
Why, you'll be the protagonist of my next poem.
Done. It doesn't even show.
I could help you more.
No, it's your birthday.
How do you feel? Did I scare you?
I know you had to do it, otherwise you would have been in his position. What's next? What do you intend to do?
I'm still thinking.
Do you want to know what I would do?
Please do.
If it was so simple, I would leave as far away from here as possible. But I know that this city won't easily forget you, and you about it.
Thank you.
Did I help?
I think so. I'll let you know how it went. You've known me better than anyone for so many years. You were always with me, and you always will be. We have to talk about our future. Any ideas? Do you think Rasputin could have survived? The letter, yes. But it doesn't decide anything. He could have sent it before visiting the brothel. But if he's alive, can we trust him? He may take us to see the Tsar, but what will be the price? On the other hand, if everything works, I can become more powerful than ever. Russia will give me all the knowledge I could ever want. I was thinking about our thaumaturge friends. Who will understand better than him? Apart from you, of course. You're right. We both owe a lot to Rasputin. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be talking now. But his path, even if it does lead to the Romanovs' court, is uncertain. And the price of following it is unknown. Tough choice, isn't it? Let's not waste any more time. Let's try to resurrect my father's cause. Let's return to our magical fence. Rasputin will have to return from the dead alone.
Is there any hope left for this story to have a happy ending?
I've thought of a good ending for our story. I want to finish what Father started. I'll rebuild the Thaumaturge coterie. I hope that will bring peace to him and to us.
Papa would have been proud of you.
I'm sure not living to see this was part of his plan.
Victor.
There was a man, and now the man is no more. See, Victor? If I put my mind to it, I can do a little magic myself. Did someone die again and needs to be buried?
We've decided about our future. It's time to look my enemies in the eye and appreciate those who stand with me. I need to see certain things through to the end.
Well, well, our Victor, all grown up.
I'll come back for you once it's all over.
Be careful.
Good luck, brother. You can do it.
I don't look that bad, do I? I need a carriage. Is this one free?
Sir, they want a bribe from me. Help.
Look, Private. This one's even got a book. The brass will be happy. Tell these two about their rights.
You have none. By virtue of the decree on the martial law, you have been classified as suspicious characters. We will escort you to the Citadel.
Unless some sort of a gift convinces us you are innocent.
So this what soldiers of the Russian Empire look like. A bunch of pathetic bribe-takers with no honor and no sense of duty.
Suit yourself, magician. We'll see just how much honor you have when you end up in the Citadel. Let's get him. Doesn't have to be in one piece.
Sir, I have no idea what you did to them, but today I will drive you for free. We just have to be careful. Some of the districts are cut off by the authorities. Still, today's rides are on me.
do you want here?
Is that your shop, magician?
I'd like to know what you're looking for. Did someone hire you?
Hired? We are the Holy Inquisition. It's time to dispose of you and your wealth.
Like Scowen promised a long time ago.
It's closed today. You can go.
Come on, let's use this one as an example.
We'll hang his head in the display window like a trophy for everyone to see.
That wasn't too hard.
Stop, I say! Why are you butting in, Feldman?
Show a little respect. He's a rabbi, after all.
Rabbi or no rabbi, if he keeps butting in, he'll get some too. Calm down.
Maybe that's our mission.
You're either with us, or you're against us.
What are you doing in this crowd, Hayat?
You shouldn't be here. I'm leaving town, and so should you, before someone sees your book.
This neighborhood has seen enough blood. I'm begging you. Hashem is watching you and can see you. Not while that magician is still breathing.
What's going on here? Who are they talking about?
People read all the propaganda and got hot under the collar. They went after Ariel Rofe, but Feldman stopped them, and I'm afraid to leave him alone. But you need to get out of here. They mean business.
These people know you. I bet they respect you too. Can't you talk them out of it?
Once I imposed my will upon others, and you can see how it ended. Hopefully, Feldman can handle this. I don't know.
Where do you intend to go?
As far away as I can. I have a cousin in Lviv, and then we'll see.
A new start?
Yes. I want to leave this town and hatred behind. I want to forget my mistakes. You should, too.
I'm not going to run. Whatever comes, I'll meet it head on.
Your father might have shared that view. I don't know. Warsaw isn't a good place. For anyone.
Is this goodbye then?
So it seems. I told you to get out of here.
Cast fear aside and back the rabbi. Don't let others make the same mistakes as you. They need your voice.
Fuck the magician, fuck the rabbi. This is our neighborhood. Let's go.
You, Aaron, should return to your wife. She's about to give birth. Aren't you ashamed?
But what about the revenge for what the magicians do to us?
And what have they done to you? What are you taking revenge for? You've read too many Russian papers and leaflets. I harbored hatred for years. I'm familiar. I found no justice in it.
When the frenzy dies down, you'll be left with blood on your hands and shame. Don't take that path.
Vengeance isn't justice.
Enough of this anger. Let's go to the synagogue to ask for forgiveness.
God, oh God, I had such a beautiful son, such a good boy, and the devil got him. A pox on that fiend.
Let me tell you something honestly. They all deserved it.
What? What are you? You're a fiend yourself, like the other one. Help! My goodness, everyone, help me! A magician wants to kill me! May the devil take you. I hope you burn in hell, bastard! My Tajik. Spishek.
Now you see what crusades lead to, Granny. We all lose.
This isn't over. My beautiful Tajik. My son.
Is everything all right?
I've got a headache, but thinking about the schmucks biting the dust brings me comfort. Some challah?
Those dead bodies in front of your house, did they come to kill a thaumaturge?
Yep. They came in with their mother, and I gave them clay.
And that old lady who lost her sons?
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
And still, she sits there, weeping.
Too bad. That's what mothers do. Now tell me what brings you here.
I came to make you an offer. I want you to join a coterie of thaumaturges that I intend to form.
I can already tell I won't like it. What is it anyway?
It doesn't really matter if you are going to join anyway. You owe me. Get up. We need to go.
If you say so, let's go. See you later.